What's going on, guys? Friday morning. It is the 23rd of September 2016, week 3 of the NFL, week 4 of college football. Let me hit you up with my DraftKings intro. Any of you guys don't play DraftKings and you want to, here's a good link for you. You can get on here, and if you deposit, I want to say it's $5, then you get a free entry to the $1 Million Maker. Let's recap my picks for the week. On Monday, I had the Jay Cutler under 21.5 receptions. He ended up getting hurt late in the game, and that hit. I think he had like 14 receptions. So I'm 1-0 right now for my public picks. These are the rest of my public picks for the week. Stanford at -3, Raiders plus 1.5, and the Vikings plus 7.5. Got a monster parlay pick for you this week. That's parlays aren't something that you're going to want to play all the time. They're kind of like a sucker bet, really, but I like playing them. They're fun. I've done a lot of research on this parlay. The first game I have is the over for the half of Oakland, Tennessee. This game is going to be a shootout. If you remember Oakland playing the Saints week 1, it was like a 70-point game, and then the Oakland playing the Falcons week 2. They score a lot of points, but they also give up a lot of passing yards. So they give up like 400 yards of passing per game this year. So my second game to pick is Cardinals minus 2.5. I really took this because Buffalo's bad. They're really bad. The Ryan brothers are bad. The Cardinals are going to be going on the road for the first time this year, but I can see them jumping out to an early time lead. Their offense is really, really good, and the only thing that Buffalo seems to be able to generate offense with is the long ball. And, Sammy Watkins is hurt right now, so I think Carson Palmer will have a big day. We're going to go on to my next pick for the parlay, and it is the under for the first half of San Francisco and Seattle. I don't understand how they think they're going to score 20.5 points in the first half when Seattle averages less than 7 points a game this year. I think their average is like 5.5, 6 points a game. They're playing at Seattle, so even though I hate to say this because they stole it from Texas A&M, they actually paid Texas A&M to use it, but the 12th man will be in effect at Seattle. I don't think San Francisco will be able to move the ball that well. It'll be a low-scoring total, and definitely won't break 20.5 at halftime. My third pick is halftime Tampa Bay Buccaneers -3. I think Tampa Bay is going to come up big on LA. They've been throwing the ball really well. Jameis Winston's having a good year. LA, the Rams are bad. They're the worst team in football, and I don't know how Jeff Fisher just got a contract extension. That blows my mind. So I think the Bucs will be up by at least 3 at halftime. And then Stanford, obviously, Stanford's my lock of the week. I'm going to throw this in my parlay. So Stanford going on the road to UCLA, but I think they'll cover, and they're a 3-point favorite, so we'll see. And then this is probably the most controversial pick, but for me it's really not. Michigan State at home versus Wisconsin. If you look, Wisconsin played LSU week 1, and everybody's like, man, they beat LSU. They're a good team. LSU is terrible this year. I mean, they're a good NCAA team, but compared to LSU standards, compared to SEC standards, and I'm an LSU fan, they are not a good team. And Wisconsin only beat them by 4, and then you saw what happened. Wisconsin went into week 2, played Georgia State, pulled their quarterback, their second-string quarterback came in to finish the game off, and they only beat Georgia State by like 6 points, and I think they were like a 14 or 21-point favorite or something like that. So Wisconsin is having issues, and they're going to Michigan State, and that Michigan State defense is the real deal. Like they're gonna be more than anything that either one of those quarterbacks. We don't even know who's starting because the starting quarterback got pulled. So I just think there's too much stacked against Wisconsin in this game, and I'm going to take Michigan State at the half to be up by more than 3. So this 16 parlay, if you bet $20, you can win $859. Like I said, parlays are long shots, and they're not something that you should be playing all the time. It's not something you should incorporate into your bankroll, but they're fun to do every once in a while. And if you have some good information like that and you're confident, you throw together a parlay, and it's like hitting a nice little scratch off jackpot. So subscribe to my YouTube, get my picks every week. I'm just going to keep up with my rating on what picks hit and what don't. And I think the more that my picks hit, the more popular my channel will be. So if you get in early, man, try to make that money, stack it up for that bankroll this season. Thanks. Have a good one.